Yo, what's up, Leo? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of January 2019. Let's see what's coming in for Leo for the month of January 2019. Alright, Leo, well, you have the Five of Wands in the reverse as your central energy for the month of January 2019. And I think that's a great energy for you to have because that suggests that you're open to change, Leo. So, whatever outlook or viewpoint that you had before, you're willing to make a change so that there can be some sort of harmonious agreement. So, before there might have been some sort of conflict, some kind of ongoing conflict. And typically when the Five of Wands jumps out of the deck in the upright, that would suggest some sort of ongoing conflict. But right here you have the Five of Wands jumping out of the deck in the reverse as your central energy, and that's great energy because you're willing to make a change so that some kind of conflict can be resolved. You don't want conflict anymore, Leo, and it's suggested through this Five of Wands in the reverse as your central energy for the month of January 2019. So some of you Leos kind of have your own style, and I think that's totally cool because you are a leader, Leo. L for Leo, L for leader. And I think people totally respect you for that, Leo. It's like you can kind of create your own style and do your own thing. And, even if it's a little bit eccentric or even if it's a little bit different than what people are usually used to, you can still do your own thing and people totally respect that. Now, you also have the Temperance card here as one of your challenge cards, and that suggests that some of you Leos might be doing something a little bit excessive in the month of January 2019. So, I don't know what it is, Leo. You'll just have to try to think about it. Just think for a second, like, what do you do way too much right now? Or, what are you going to be doing way too much in the month of January 2019? You're doing something excessively, and it's not good because the Temperance card is showing up as one of your challenge cards here. Now, some of you are also a bit impatient. You are someone who you have a lot of energy, and sometimes you can be a bit impetuous, and that's exhibited through the Temperance card as one of your challenge cards here for the month of January 2019, Leo. So try to be more patient. I don't know what it is about. I think maybe for some of you it has to do with your love life. So maybe sometimes some of you Leos are possibly with someone, and sometimes they do things that make you sort of impatient. And I'd say if you're a single Leo, maybe you're just getting impatient when it comes to, I don't know, maybe like you want to be with somebody, but it's just not happening yet. Well, trust in divine timing, Leo. Everything happens when it's supposed to, and everything happens for a reason. So, when someone comes into your life to be with you, I know, for those of you single Leos right now, maybe you're getting a little bit impatient because, maybe some of you really do want to be with somebody, but it's going to happen when it happens. So, don't try to force it. Now, more specifically, some of you Leo are, and this is very specific, but some of you Leo are involved with a Sagittarius because the Temperance card is about a Sagittarius sometimes, like it's specifically about a Sagittarius. So, this Sagittarian could be anywhere in your life. For some of you, this is someone who you're interested in romantically. Maybe handful of you Leo are with a Sagittarius already. If that's not the case, maybe this is a Sagittarius from some other aspect of your life. Maybe you know this Sagittarius from work. Maybe you know this Sagittarius from your family. So it's going to resonate differently for all of you. I feel like for those of you who are single, you might have more than one option. So that's something that you should be pretty excited about. I think it's good to have options, Leo. But some of you might not be able to make a decision about what option you want to go with. So if you like two people, you're just going to have to wait and see, Leo. You're going to have to figure it out who you really want to be with. Now, there is the possibility of some kind of swift change in the month of January 2019. I don't know, what aspect of your life that might occur in, but you do have the Eight of Wands, so that's definitely suggestive of, something can happen quickly. There can be some sort of quick change that can happen. So just try to think of, what area of your life that could be a possibility in, Leo. To jump back to the Two of Swords, I'd say that, even if some of you, Leo, are coupled up, I'd say that some of you might like someone else too. So it's like you're already with somebody, but, potentially you also like somebody else. Or if that's not the case, then, some of you are with somebody who likes somebody else potentially. So it's going to resonate differently for all of you guys. I mean, for some of you, that's not even the case at all. Some of you, Leo, are totally happy with who you're with. So if that's the case, then obviously the aforementioned doesn't apply to you. So some of you, Leo, are going back and forth about something, and it's like you have more than one card here, Leo, that suggests that you're going back and forth about something. So you have two sides, and, potentially some of you might be a little bit one-sided about something. I'm not saying that's definite for all of you, but there is the possibility, I'm not saying that you're being unfair, but, potentially there's some sort of unfairness that's happening, Leo. So I don't know if it's you or if I don't know if it's somebody else, but someone in your world, potentially, if it's not you, then someone in your world is being unfair. So it's either you or someone else in your world. So if you feel that you're the one that's being unfair or you're being too one-sided, then maybe this applies to you, but you'll just have to examine yourself to see if that's the case or not. Okay, this is pretty nice, Leo. You have the Ten of Cups, and that would suggest that you have a happy home life. So I think everything should be pretty harmonious and balanced in your home life. And for those of you who are married, everything's going to go pretty well in your marriage in the month of January 2019. I'd say that if you're single, then things at home will still be harmonious, and there might be someone in your life, Leo, who is marriage potential. So if you go back to the top of your reading, you have the Two of Swords, and you're going back and forth about two different options. So, potentially some of the options that you have, Leo, one of those options might be marriage potential. So you have to try to figure out who is marriage potential, Leo, for you in your life. For some of you, there's an important Aries, Sagittarius, or another Leo, because you have the Page of Wands also. So think about it, Leo. Is another Leo an Aries or a Sagittarius? Is this the person that might have marriage potential for those of you who are single? If you're coupled up already, I'd say a select handful of you are already with a Sagittarius, a Leo, or an Aries, but that's very specific. So not all of you are. But if this Page of Wands is not, someone who you're interested in romantically, another Leo, a Sagittarius, or Aries, then, potentially this is an important Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries somewhere else in your life. or if that's not the case, then potentially that's you. Now, you also have the Hermit card here, Leo. So some of you guys might be doing your own thing a lot in the month of January 2019. It's like, even if you feel like you still have, or even if you feel like there's people around you, you may kind of still feel like you're doing your own thing. Some of you guys might enjoy some more moments in your life to yourself, and that is consistent with the position of the North Node, because the North Node recently shifted into an area, Leo, for you that suggests that some of you guys are becoming more introspective. Some of you guys are just kind of doing your own thing more, and this energy is going to get stronger and stronger, over the next year. I'd say the energy is going to be starting to get a lot stronger. So you're going to be doing your own thing more and more, Leo. Now, very specifically, this has to do with somebody in your life who's the life path number 9. So, I'm the only tarot reader who uses life path numbers in my tarot readings. I've watched so many tarot reader videos, and I've never seen any tarot readers use life path numbers like the way I do. But, the Hermit card is suggestive of someone in your life who's important, who's the life path number 9. And if you'd like to figure out who that is, Leo, then all you need to do is click on the link that's above the comment section in this video, and it'll take you to the tutorial explanation that I recorded, and you can use whoever's date of birth. Like, if you think someone's the life path number 9, all you have to do is use their date of birth with the numerological formula that I provide in the tutorial explanation video. I show you how to get the life path number so you can see if there's somebody important in your life who's life path number 9. For some of you, this might be someone who you're interested in romantically. For a very select few of you, you might be with this person already. For others of you, this is someone from some other aspect of your life. And really specifically, a handful of you might be the life path number 9, and that's extremely specific because obviously all Leos are all different life path numbers. But check out the tutorial video I recorded so you can find out who in your life is an important life path number 9. So there we go with the choices again, Leo. You got the 2 of Wands. So you guys are going back and forth. 2 options. 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands, back and forth. Some of you just might not be able to make a decision. So you definitely have more than one option here, Leo. So try to think about what aspect of your life that applies to. And, once again, I'm going to go back to your love life. And, for you single Leos, you got more than one option. One of them is maybe marriage potential. For others of you, you're already with someone. Maybe you like somebody else. And, potentially some of you might be with someone who's sort of thinking about somebody else, but it's going to resonate differently for each of you. So you got the 6 of Cups here, Leo, and I'd say that some of you guys are just focused a lot on the past. I'd say that, for some of you guys, it's like you over-glorify the past. You're too focused on how great things used to be. And, for others of you, this just could be like reminiscing about childhood memories, potentially, for some of you guys. So you might be thinking about, there might be moments of January 2019 where you're thinking a lot about your childhood. And, some of you guys are just being really nostalgic. Now, for others of you, this might have to do with a reunion of some sort. So potentially a few of you might be getting back together with people who you haven't seen in a while, and that might resonate somewhere right around the month of January 2019. So you got the 6 of Pentacles here, Leo. So some of you guys could do well by doing some charity potentially in the month of January 2019. So the Six of Pentacles is a card that's about giving, Leo. So, a lot of you Leos are people who have abundance in your life. So if you are recognizing that you are someone who has abundance, Leo, then, I'd say the month of January 2019 is a great time for some of you guys to do charity. So, if you already do charity, that's great. So try to think of who your favorite charity is, or, potentially you might want to give to a different charity of some sort in the month of January 2019. But, some of you guys might be giving as you start off the new year. Some of you have an important person in your life who is Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So maybe this has to do with your love life, Leo, because right now I'm seeing Page of Wands and Page of Cups. So potentially, if you're single, you might be trying to choose between a Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio, or on the other side, it could be another Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries potentially. So you're trying to figure it out. You have the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords. You're going back and forth. You're like, should I be with this Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, or should I go with this Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries? Now, potentially, a select few of you might be with a Page of Cups already. And a Page of Cups can be a man or a woman. So, but it's definitely somebody who is a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So, if you are a Leo who's already with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, then there they are right there, Leo. And I'd say that if this doesn't have to do with your love life, then this is somebody else in your life, Leo, who's an important Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Could be somebody you know from work, or potentially somebody from your family. So Leo, for your outcome for the month of January 2019, you did get the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And that is a card that suggests that some of you guys are kind of annoyed by home life obligations, by obligations to family. It's like there's other things in your life that you're trying to focus your energy on, other things in your life that are important to you, but for some reason you keep having to go back to tending to home matters, tending to family obligations, and that could be really burdensome for some of you guys. Now, you do have a full moon total lunar eclipse that's going to happen in your sign. It's going to happen on January 21st, Leo. So, when there's a full moon in your sign, potentially it creates some kind of, new fresh energy or some kind of change of self that might be coming in. But this one has to do with some kind of breaking away of an old part of yourself, because it's a total lunar eclipse. So, the total lunar eclipse is more about, you're letting go of this part of yourself that's kind of outdated, so that way new energy, fresh energy can make its way into your life, Leo. And I think that's something you should be really excited about, because some of you guys have been going through stagnant situations, and now it's a time, now when the lunar eclipse is going to happen on January 21st, you're going to be breaking away from an old way of self, and you're going to allow some new energy to come into your life. And you also have a new moon partial solar eclipse on January 5th, Leo. And this is going to bring something new in when it comes to your work life. So, now this new chapter is starting to develop in your work life, Leo. And this is a fated new chapter, Leo. I mean, this isn't just any normal new moon. This is a solar eclipse. So, typically the eclipse would suggest, it kind of shapes your fate, shapes your destiny. And now some of you guys are having this new chapter that's going to start to develop starting on January 5th when the new moon solar eclipse hits in your area of work. So this has to do with your daily life too. Some of you guys, you're going to see something new becoming integrated into your daily process, Leo. So just think about the way things are now. That's subject to change. It's like, what do you do every day? You get up, you go to work, you do this. That could be subject to change. Your daily process might be changing, and because typically with a normal new moon, these energies start to develop over the 6 months that follow the lunar event, this lunation. But because this is a new moon, this is a new moon solar eclipse, the energy could build for up to a year. Okay, so it's more substantial, but I think that's all I have for you this month, Leo. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I'll see you next time.